Hey guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome back to Brownlow Books. We're gonna have a little chat about historical fiction today. So I've said before, I'm in many book-based Facebook groups, and some of them are full of messy bitches. And I love the drama, but not being involved in the drama. Yeah, watch drama all day. Alright, so I recently joined another one. I say recent, it's like 3 months now. That's just historical fiction based. And my god, there are some messy bitches in that group. And because the group is not exclusively women, I am very much including men in that messy bitch rhetoric. So there's that. What it comes down to is historical fiction, and if it needs to be 100% accurate. If you don't want to watch the rest of the video, I don't think it does. Take some liberties, I am fine. Yeah. There's this like weird thing going on that like everything that's said in a historical fiction needs to be like 100% historically accurate, and I just strongly disagree. Artistic liberty. I don't care if the writer wants to make some small changes, even if they don't make a note of those small changes in the back. Like, there's some that I read that, like, in the back, they're like, oh, we know this happened in this year, but we wanted, to have this storyline that works like this, so we did it. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, I don't care. I don't care. So, when people come out here saying that things need to be 100% accurate in historical fiction, I'm just, no. If you want something that's 100% accurate, I want to say go read a nonfiction history, but sometimes even writers make little mistakes in there, or they cite something that's maybe not correct. Like, it happens. So just like the thought that something written artistically under the label of fiction needs to be 100% accurate at all times, it's just baffling to me. Like, are you not reading about fictional characters? Why do they have to do everything 100% historically accurate? Like, I've read several historical fictions that include real people. Like, the main characters are real people that have existed. And I'm like, I never expect that this actually happened. You're speculating. So, like, why would a fictional character need to be 100% accurate? It's just baffling to me. It's baffling to me that people pick up something that they think they're going to enjoy. They're like, oh, this storyline sounds great. I pick up a fiction. I'm reading it. You want them to enjoy it. And then they, like, nitpick that it's not historically accurate. They didn't bomb us on that day. They bombed us on this day. And it's, like, 2 days apart, and you're just like, could we maybe chill a little bit? Is that a thing? So it's just, I can't believe the lengths that some people go to be like, you know what, this needs to be historically accurate, or I fucking hate it. And it's just like, come on. Like, I read Greenwood, and they were talking about harvesting maple syrup. I'm in Canada. We base fucking festivals around that shit, alright? I know how you make maple syrup. My cousin makes maple syrup. Like, my best friend makes maple syrup. Like, people make maple syrup as a thing in Canada. Okay, anyways. So, like, I'm aware of how you make maple syrup. And in one particular part of the book, they're like, oh yeah, the sap, sticky, dark brown sap flows straight from the branches of the maple trees. And I'm like, it certainly does not, ma'am. No. I said ma'am, that is a sir. Anyways, so, like, am I upset about this? No, I'm gonna stop and go, oh, that's not right, and then keep reading because I'm enjoying the story, and that doesn't take away from the story in any way. It's like a little moment, So just, like, the idea that everything has to be 100% accurate to everything all the time is baffling to me. And, like, oh yes, we have all these historical records that we could be basing all of this stuff on, but, like, I don't need my historical fiction writer to have a fucking doctorate in, like, medieval dragon lore. Like, I don't need that. And I think it's weird that some people do think that they need that. Like, I mean, if you had a doctorate in medieval dragon lore and then you read a book that was supposed to be about medieval dragons, you'd obviously be picking it apart. But, like, the people picking it apart that I see are, like, basic bitches that dropped out of high school. You know, it's just, it's weird. A lot of things are weird to me in this world, and this is just one particular one that I am stuck on today, alright? So, I don't think historical fiction needs to be 100% accurate. I'm perfectly fine with it not being. I almost prefer it to not be 100% accurate. Like, I'm not reading historical fiction to learn about a particular moment in history. I'm reading it because it's going to be enjoyable in that particular moment in history. You know what I'm saying? It's a setting, not, you know, a non-fiction history book. So yeah. What do you think? Do you think historical fiction should always be 100,000% accurate? Or do you not mind, you know, a few artistic liberties? I mean, I would never want to force I would never want to force authors into, like, this one little thing of, like, you can only write about this because it's the only thing you know. You know? Alright, so what do you think? Let me know down there. Keep it fucking civil, because that fucking group is not. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you around next time.